better get to cooking.
Good. Oh, it smells so good here in the studio with Chef Serge from Vibrant Occasions Catering.
Where have you been?
Yeah, where have you been?
Well, I've been to Denver. We went to a conference in Denver. Then we went to, I got the COVID
been
flu.
working. Oh, yeah. He's been
And then
working.
I went to Austin to a catering convention, so we were busy.
Okay, what are we making?
We're making pistachio crusted lamb.
Okay.
I started one earlier just a minute ago, just so that it started. I put a little bit of oil.
Okay.
I'm adding butter.
Butter makes everything better.
Everything better. And what you're trying to do, the oil and butter kind of makes the smoke point a little bit higher, and therefore it doesn't burn as quickly. I add a little bit of garlic, and we're gonna speed things up.
Okay.
I put it down this way. The reason why I always start there is because you want to have that nice medallion look. If you start on the edge, it'll be flat. It looks ugly.
Okay.
So we don't want ugly.
Pretty.
No, we want it pretty.
It tastes better when it looks good.
That's right. And all you do is basically put it in, with the sear all four sides, okay? And it just basically takes about 2-3 minutes because you don't want to cook it. You're just trying to sear the edges. And we'll go to this side again, just a couple of minutes.
It smells so good.
It really is. It's a delicious dish. It's an easy dish. You know, it's just one of those things, you know, great for a date. And when you're just coming around, and really simple. Again, simplicity is the key. Generally, it sears a little bit longer, but for TV folks, we're going to have to rush things around.
Of course.
You get it out, you see this nice color. That's the color you're looking for.
Looks good.
And then
That's
what
where
you
the
do.
flavor is, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. That's where the flavor. You want that fat to render. What we'll do is go ahead and put a little bit of mustard. Mustard is not only going to give you a good flavor on it. Thank you.
What kind
Thank you,
of
sous
mustard?
chef.
Like just mustard
I'm
mustard?
using Dijon, but
Okay.
you know what? Whatever your favorite mustard is.
I prefer Grey Poupon.
Grey Poupon, yeah. Yeah, that's also very good. I like that.
Pardon me.
Yeah, pardon moi. Is that Grey Poupon?
Okay, so you're coating that
Put
pretty
a
good.
little bit of mustard. All I did was put really good mustard on there. And again, don't be afraid. You know, put as much as you want to, because you know what? You're really gonna get it really. You know, cover it with. We got pistachio. I went ahead, blended the pistachio. I got a little bit of panko, and again, I put it in a blender to try to get it really fine.
Okay.
Now you keep the little crunchy bits because I like that just a little crunch
Of course.
on there, and then a little bit of salt,
Okay.
pepper, and you stir it up really
We got
well.
about a minute.
Yep, we got about a minute. Well, here's what we're gonna do.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Crust
you
it
really
right
coat it
there.
too.
Yeah, you are gonna coat it really
So you're
well.
not trying to cook it all the way through
No.
in this cast iron skillet.
And then you basically go ahead and put it in the oven, 325 degrees for about basically 10 minutes if you want it medium rare. If you want it 15 minutes like medium, 140, 400 degrees, and take it out, let it rest. And when you, good job, Ashley. When you cut it,
drop it
you did great. You did great. And you did, that's kind of a medium. And you know, you get it out, you let it rest for about 5 minutes, and then slice it, and you're ready to go.
I'm going to pick it up so we can kind of see.
We
This is
call
the-
these.
Well, now we went to
Lollipop.
so never mind.
We call these, lamb pops at my
Lamb
house.
Yeah, we do. Lamb lollipops, that's what I call
And
them.
you serve this with?
Risotto.
Risotto,
I like.
okay.
I did an asparagus risotto, which happens to be the one I made this weekend at
Yeah.
home, and that's why it's really delicious,
It
easy.
looks good. There's information on the screen right there, Vibrant Occasions Catering, and how to give them a call. And I like this. It seems like if I saw this plated up, I'd be like, I can't make that. That looks hard. But
Oh, yeah.
It's
bad.
delicious.
yeah, it
And
smells delicious.
you're going to make something else for us later on in the show. What are you going to make?
We're gonna make the asparagus risotto.
Asparagus risotto.
And
That's
risotto
so
is
good.
again, it's a very simple dish. I mean, most people are scared of it, but man, it's so simple.
Hey, you know, Easter's not too far away.
Nope.
This will
Right.
make an amazing Easter.
dish.
dinner.
See, I told them that, and they looked at me like, oh no, that's crazy.
Oh, Devin off to the side. She's like,
Devin.
oh, see, I see y'all have the same relationship that we do. Yeah, like, don't start with me. Just threw some onions and some garlic into this pan.
Some shallots and garlic. You're
Chef
absolutely
Serge,
right.
Vibrant Occasions Catering. We already did these
Lamb-
pistachio crusted lamb chops.
You got it. You got it.
So now it's- what
now
is
for
it?
the side dish. It's a risotto.
Okay.
And risotto's is made with arborio rice, and it's just a specific kind of rice that actually most rice, when you go, you just put it in a pot, you cook it, and you just don't touch it once it starts boiling. This is exactly opposite because it's just a different rice, and it really gives it a cream. Here you can help me today.
okay.
We started with a little bit of shallots and garlic and a little bit of butter, and now we're going to toast the arborio rice, which what that does, it gives it that nutty flavor, and also it keeps where the membrane is intact, and that way it doesn't get lumpy. So generally, this process takes about 2 to 3 minutes. So you don't want to overcook it, because if you overcook it, guess what happens? It's just going to be mushy.
But you want to make
burnt.
sure that you do cook it, or it's going to be hard.
Absolutely. Now, generally, like I said, 2 to 3 minutes, but in this case, we're going to go ahead and add the wine. And this is the process. Low and slow, you know, and you stir it every 15, 20 seconds so that the starch comes out and makes it really, really creamy. And in your case, Adam, what we did was sped things up, okay? We're in the final stages, but before we do that, the risotto, what I did was go ahead and get asparagus, and you cut the woody part, and the rest of it you chop up in small pieces, and you put it in this chicken stock.
Okay.
And the chicken stock, and you boil it, and you make this paste in there, and we're going to add it later on. So we're going to start right here.
Paste?
So the
that
paste
is just, you put it in a
Is that asparagus?
asparagus. That's what
Creamy?
it is.
Oh.
Creamy asparagus at the end. We're going to start. Yeah.
That looks like pea soup.
Oh, it is,
Or
but you know what?
asparagus soup.
It's going to. What will happen is it'll absorb it and
I'm sure
give
it
it
tastes
that
great.
flavor, and not only gives
Wouldn't
it the
want it by
color, but
itself.
also, Well, you know what? Don't judge it.
Sorry.
A little bit of salt and pepper. We'll see what happens.
I mean,
right?
it's going to be good when you mix it all together.
But chicken stock is generally, you leave this on the stove. We ran out of stoves, and we boil it.
Right.
We
No,
boil
you
it.
have
Keep it boiling. We add half a cup at a time, and what you're doing great, Adam. You see that creamy flavor?
Yeah.
Look,
It's looking
that's
good.
the starch, and what arborio de rice really, real quickly absorbs the moisture, and also it excretes some of the starch, making this amazing, really nice, smooth sauce.
How am I doing?
You're doing great. Like I
It
said, man,
smells
you're doing great.
amazing.
This is the final stages.
Okay.
Obviously, you repeat this process with the chicken
With
stock. Almost 6 cups. You know, you're putting quite a bit to 1 cup, so it's going to take a little bit. And we add a little bit of butter.
What are these chefs in Hell's Kitchen? What do they keep doing wrong with risotto?
I think
Or are they just-
Gordon Ramsay's standards are a little bit too high.
So he's just
and he's trying to make a show out of it.
makes for good television.
Yeah, it
absolutely.
would be a bad show if he loved everything.
Absolutely. And you know, and the final stage again, you added the butter, add the puree in there.
Look how
Yeah,
Look at that.
it looks
Stir
like
it in.
my baby's diaper.
She said it, nobody else, right? and it's going to be
gonna taste
delicious.
good.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
And
fat.
finally, we add quite a bit of Parmesan. You're talking about a half a cup. Just make sure you use a fresh grated Parmesan. Just go ahead and fold it over
Okay,
in there.
sorry,
No, you're
Chef.
doing great. No, you're doing fantastic.
I want some more cheese, please.
All right, here we go. More cheese coming up.
Okay, and
It
so
doesn't smell like that, though. It smells really good.
Yeah, it does smell delicious. And then final touches, basically, we'll add a little bit of the stems that we saved,
Okay.
that we boiled in there.
can I plate this up, Chef?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Go ahead and
perfect.
put it in
I'm
Do
there.
I need to be doing something with
There's
this?
a plate right there.
Here we go.
Here we go.
So, for presentation.
Patient purposes.
Right.
Man, you're doing great.
Boom,
Oh,
just
that's
like
good.
this.
Yeah.
Boom.
Even if Gordon Ramsay was here, he was going to say that risotto was amazing.
And then, you're gonna try it?
I am. Is it ready to go?
It's ready to go.
Okay. Are you
Here-
trying it
I'm
too?
going to try it as well.
Is it going to be hot?
Generally, we
Burn my
need you know, salt and pepper right in the end, but actually the chicken stock was very
was hot.
salty, so
It is really, really, really good.
Hot
Really
like,
creamy.
Hot like my cooking.
you did amazing.
I'm glad you said cooking. Vibrant Occasions Catering, this is delicious. I wish you could make some at home, please, and then send us pictures. I love it when people let us know that they've made some of these dishes, so make sure you text that in.
That was not hard.
No.
It's very easy.
Make some
It
risotto
looks so
tonight.
hard.
Absolutely.
But yeah, you're right. That would be great for, you want to impress someone that's coming over to
Date
eat or a
night.
date night.
Date night. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's real simple, easy, and you're ready to go.
We're taking this serious today. We have our aprons on and
yeah.
everything. Chef Serge from Vibrant Occasions Catering is back with us this morning, and he's making chicken tikka.
Masala.
Oh, yeah.
You got it.
That's
You
great.
got it.
That's
That's
great.
perfect.
And you also have a lovely sauce that goes with it.
That is
a mushroom.
Is that the tikka?
That's the second. That's actually
That
a
later?
side dish.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that going to be the second thing you make this
That's
morning?
the second thing we're going to make this
perfect.
morning. So
What
we're
are we
going to
doing
start
right
with
now?
the chicken.
All right.
You know, Indian cuisine is very, very aromatic, as you can smell already.
yeah.
But you know, it really is not very hard to do. Now you're sautéing the onions. This is
Yes.
for the sauce. And we're going to start with the marinating with chicken. While you're doing that, Adam, I'm going to be
Okay.
adding stuff as I go.
All right, I'll be stirring.
All right, Ashley, if you would grab this
Yeah.
for me, go ahead. I'm gonna go
Want me
ahead.
to mix
We
some
started
things?
with a little bit of yogurt, and
you want?
let's go ahead and get the oil in here.
Okay.
That's not oil, Ashley.
I know, I
No,
probably-
that's oil. That's all. She's
Hey,
doing good.
it all goes in there.
A little bit of garlic.
It all goes in.
All of it?
There you go. All of it.
By
yes,
the way, this
ma'am.
last week I went to the Indian grocer. That's
Yeah.
a very interesting thing.
Absolutely. Ginger? It does. As a matter of fact, you know what? I was there this weekend myself.
Yeah?
Had to go get some garam masala.
I was kind of lost in there.
It's not really that hard.
Is
So
it not?
you got to get sweating, and all we're going to do
Tell me
right
what all
here,
of this is.
we got coriander, cayenne, a little bit of what else do we have in there? I'm sorry, I
Salt?
forgot. We got salt and cumin. I'm sorry.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah, there we go.
It's on
It
the
took
tip
me
of
a
your
minute.
tongue.
Yeah, it was, and I lost it for a minute. We're going to stir it right quickly, and go ahead and add the chicken in here.
Okay,
you're
so
gonna mix
you're
all that
doing a
together?
marinade.
We're going to marinate it. This is going to be like a 30-minute marinade. The yogurt will actually tenderize it. I'm using chicken breast, but if you like, if somebody wants the thigh meat or anything like that, that works just as well.
So you
Just
cut this into
cut it
some
in small
thins?
cubes,
Okay.
small cubes, and go ahead and get it done. Now, Adam, while you're making the sauce,
Okay.
4 or 5 minutes, and that's sweated and it's nice.
Yep.
We're adding the garlic right there.
Don't let it burn.
Nope, don't let it burn. If you want to need to turn it down, you can. A little bit of ginger.
Okay.
You know
Love
what?
all of
Also
this.
very interesting about Indian cuisine. I don't know what happens in reality, but a lot of times, I mean, seriously, just one change in spice and it changes the whole flavor of the
Sure.
entire dish. You got tomato paste, and now we're going to go with we're going to go ahead and add your little bit of serrano chili. And what you're doing, the reason why you're going ahead and sauteing that tomato is so that you give it that, instead of getting that tomato paste, you got that smoky flavor.
Right.
It just enhances it quite a bit. Now the spices. Garam masala.
Okay.
Speaking
Here
of the
come-
ones I
here
got.
comes the smells.
Yeah, a little bit
Fragrance, I
of
should say.
coriander. We got a little
yeah.
bit of
Cumin.
cardamom.
Oh,
Nope,
that-
nope.
Wait, what
nope.
was that?
You're good.
I'm
Cardamom.
helping.
Cardamom. Cinnamon right here. I should have let you smell that.
cinnamon.
Yeah, a little bit of black pepper. About 2-3 minutes in there, and guess what? That should be good enough. We're going to add the tomato.
You ever tried to eat
Diced
a whole
tomatoes.
tablespoon of cinnamon?
No, do
No,
not
So-
try
no,
that.
no, do not try that.
Why?
You can choke on it.
Oh,
Salt?
give me
That was a
break.
challenge for a while.
Yeah.
Salt.
Great, it's hilarious.
No, it's not.
little bit of chicken
Seriously,
base.
People will choke.
And what we're going to do now, we're going to let this simmer for about 20-25 minutes.
Okay.
Meanwhile, this is marinating. It's got to marinate at least about 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Okay.
To give it, but I prefer it about an hour. What we do is take it out, preheat the oven for 350 degrees,
Okay.
and then go ahead and put it on that on a
So you just-
grill so that it
Okay,
about
gotcha.
20 minutes. 165 degrees in that
Slow.
oven.
Internal.
Internal temperature, and then when it comes out, it really has to go back in there. But before we do that, we're going to add a little bit of sugar to balance it out.
Ah, sugar.
Sugar. It really is. The acidity of the tomatoes kind of gets as it sautés.
It's so fragrant. I'm telling
It
you.
really is.
My
It's-
kids are afraid to eat Indian food. They tried it one time and they weren't a huge fan. Maybe it was some, and I'm like, but it's so flavorful and
It really
fragrant.
is. And you know what? It doesn't have to be spicy hot. If
Right,
As you
right.
can see, I put a little bit of cayenne right here, but none in there except
Yeah.
for the serrano. Last minute we're going to do, I think I got my little bit of cream.
Okay.
And you put it in
All of
there.
these
You
ingredients.
add the
Ooh.
cooked chicken, which we have right here. It's not cooked. And last minute, a little bit of cilantro in there.
But this is it here, right?
Simmer it. Yeah, simmer
So
it
this
for
is what
about
it's gonna look
15
like.
minutes altogether. And folks, you got yourself an amazing dish.
So once you bake this in the oven, then you
Yes.
would add it to this
Add it
pot.
to that.
And that is the end result.
That is the end
Ashley's
result,
holding
and
right
it
there.
is
Over
amazing.
rice.
Yeah, I did a little bit of basmati rice with that.
That's big. They had massive bags of rice.
Oh, I
in the
know,
Indian-
man.
It was like,
yeah,
wow.
and
Can we eat
you know
the
the
flowers?
spices and the same thing.
Well, yeah, you
it
can eat
goes
those flowers.
absolutely. They're edible. They're
Oh.
edible flowers.
Haven't done
You
that
know,
before.
and it's so much less expensive. When you go to the spices, we get a big
Make it
bag
at
of
home.
garam masala, and you.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe if you made it at home, your kids would be more willing to try it. They'll see what you're putting in it.
This is an easy dish, and I think you can knock it out of the
I
park.
could do it.
You should make that and
it's
then
just-
let us try it. Make it for all of us.
It's just having the pantry of all the different spices and stuff. You just have to be committed.
Absolutely.
Cook at home more often.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know if we have time or we're running out of time, but you know what?
Yes, we are.
Especially with, we're running out of time?
Go ahead,
Just a few different spices like garam masala, and if you get ginger and garlic, that's majority of and turmeric, and that's basically pretty much all you
Sounds
need.
so good. I can't wait to try it. Tell me what we're going to make when you come back later.
It's a mushroom matir, which is a great mushroom dish.
Okay, that's coming up. There's information on the screen right there. Vibrant Occasions Catering with Chef Serge, and yeah, check out their website too while we when we go to break.
It would be a beautiful day to be outside to actually get on the grill. Maybe we should have done that today.
Oh wow, making
we'll do
me
it
feel
next
bad.
time.
Let's check out the weather. And we're going to make this amazing mushroom sauce.
It's a dish.
Oh, it's a dish.
Yes.
It's not a sauce.
It's a vegetarian dish.
Okay.
And any vegetarian, again, it's very aromatic and it's delicious.
And it has
Okay.
it's mushroom.
It's got mushrooms, peas.
You don't like
and-
mushrooms, Ashley?
I don't know if it's all mixed and stuff. Maybe.
Yeah.
It just depends.
I think you'll enjoy this.
Okay.
All right, we're going to start. I made a paste. I went ahead and put it in a mixer. It's got onions, it's got garlic, it's got ginger, and a little bit of serrano peppers as well.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to put it in there. Just be careful. It may be a little bit too hot.
That's good.
That's
Hear
a
that
lot,
sizzle?
too,
Yeah, that's
so
sizzle.
Can I
Yes,
stir?
and you stir it all the way.
Let's go.
And what you're trying to do is basically trying to get this kind of wilted, but it's not too much. And
smells
it really
so
is such a. I mean, this is as simple as it's going to be. He's got it going. Let me make sure it's on. So
on.
we're good.
Okay.
About 3-4 minutes, and we're going to talk about these spices. We're going to add all these spices to it. We're going to start with the garam masala, which is, by the way, it's just a mixture of spices. Every region has its own different variation of it.
Okay, so you can buy that in
Absolutely,
okay.
at the Indian grocers, and you got it's supposed to have Kashmiri red pepper, but it's real close to paprika, so I'm using sweet paprika, turmeric, fenugreek, a little bit of salt, and again a little bit of sugar.
Okay.
It just all balances out. Right here, I also went ahead and
What you gonna do?
mixer. I went ahead. Yeah. What am I going to do with this? In a food processor, put a little bit of tomatoes in there and soak the cashews for about 15 minutes.
Cashews?
And cashews. That gives
So
it
those
a
are chopped up
really,
pretty fine,
Really,
it
it
looks
is.
like.
And by the time it's done, it'll all melt in there. There we go. Add the sauce to it right quickly. And then we're going to go ahead and add all these, it's amazing spices. Garam masala.
Got about 2 minutes,
Yep.
Chef.
Shoot, 2 minutes. We're going
Yeah.
to speed up. There we go. All the spices added.
There we go. Get those in there.
But basically, I think about 10 minutes for it to start.
Okay.
I would go ahead and wait for it to.
I splattered a
splash.
little.
It's okay.
Sorry.
You didn't get me. You're good. We're going to add the mushrooms.
Why do chefs wear white?
You know, I actually do not
That's-
know. I think it's just to try to make sure you
nice
look
and clean.
But right
That makes
now,
no
there's
sense.
so many different.
If you're not making a mess, you ain't cooking good enough.
You know, and right now you got so many different things you can wear. I added carrots to it.
Okay.
Speaking of other things, a little bit of peas in there.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Frozen
just
peas
for
good?
colors, frozen peas just as good as anything else.
Okay.
Some fresh red peppers in there.
Okay.
And I know the mushroom itself is going to make a lot of juice, but we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of water. Let this simmer for about another 15-20 minutes.
You're looking
And
kind
then-
of hard there, Ashley. What were you looking at?
Just wondering
Wondering?
just
what's
wondered-
it going to look like.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. She's so nervous about the mushrooms. I
And the
love mushrooms.
peas.
And you don't like peas either?
you
No,
kidding?
but I like
Oh
all
man!
the others.
So you were in timeout a lot when you were a kid.
Yes. Well, the daycare worker forced me to eat the peas. And
No, I
my
get
eyes
that.
were
That's it,
watering.
huh? I got you.
Yes.
Well, by
And
the time
so
it's done,
this will cook for
about 15 minutes, 15,
Okay.
20 minutes. All you're trying to do is get the mushrooms to wilt and get all that flavor in there, and it'll be ready to go. By the time it's done, it's going to be this amazing
That's what
vegetarian
this
dish.
looks like right here. Okay.
Really aromatic.
Where's Ashley's spoon?
No,
Yeah. No, we're not going to do that to her.
it smells really, really good.
Ashley.
Though. But yeah, here's your mushroom and pea.
She looks so
mush.
excited.
Did you see mushroom and pea mush? So
It's a
rude.
mush 'cause I'm
It's
from
all right.
Arkansas.
I'm getting used to it.
Look, all of your stuff is delicious, and I'm sure this is too. But you know, people just have things they don't
Hey,
like.
I understand.